Welcome to Hebrew Words in Scripture. This will be lesson 14. We are going to look at chapter 1, verse 2, the last part C. I'm labeling this video as Genesis 1, verse 2, parts B and C, just to keep the record straight. We actually covered part B in our last lesson. Here we are at the end of the center part B of verse 2, where we see that the earth was without form and darkness was on the face of the deep. Here's the deep. And we're starting a new phrase, and the Spirit of God was moving gently on the face of the waters. And we see our first word here is Vav, Resh, Vav, Het. And so the first Vav is indicating the word and, which means there's a continuation here. But the word Resh, Vav, Het is Ruach, Ruach. And it's very typically the word used for spirit a lot of times in the Old Testament in the Hebrew script. So this word would be translated and the spirit of, or and the spirit. And of course now we have another word for God, Elohim. Notice this letter is out of shape. It is a mem, but the printing of this particular issue, and you see this same letter stretched out, or another letter stretched out. This happens to be a yod. So these two are misshapen characters, but we can still identify this as Elohim for God. This is the next word in this verse. It begins with a samak, a resh, a het, a pei, and a tav. This is translated as moving gently. If you look up the root word, which is resh, het, pei, or fe, could be a P or a PH sound, and this would be rach, rachap, rachaf. And so the whole word, which I'm going to guess at, would be srachaft. And the rachaf, the root word there, the bottom line is it comes out as the word brooding, like a chicken brooding over her nest and guarding the eggs, caring for the eggs. So the word brooding is translated into a moving gently. The next word we have is Ein Lamed with a hyphen, and then a Pei Nun Yod. And so this would be Ail Pani. P, the Pei would get the P sound, the Nun would get the N sound, and the Yod would get the I sound, Pani. So Ail Pani. And the last word that we have here in this last part of the second verse is a He, a Mem, a Yot, and a Mem. So this would be pronounced as the He gets a breath sound, a H. The Mem is a M, Yod is a I, and the Mem is an M sound. So Hamim, Hamim. And this means the waters. The letter Mem comes from a hieroglyphic symbol that looks like a sawtooth or a set of waves indicating waters. And so that is, and it's always indicated, not always, but almost always indicated as plural, as the waters. In other words, the water of an ocean or a great river.